We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The 20-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Falcon first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Falcons.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 4-receiver set here, 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 9, check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
36, 36. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 4, check 4. Shit.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll give that to Michel, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gun now on 3rd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Terrell Burgess on the tackle.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Right there. 56.
Working out of the gun. Love. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. James now to return. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive, as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. To Michelle on the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
A 47-yard attempt.
This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, Love. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Love from the gun. Ebron caught left side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps try to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a deep...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Falcons 9. Mike Badgley.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Michel. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He was Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
51 to Mike. 65, 65.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. James now to return it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Falcons.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's second down and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Complete from the contact. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy, nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions, oh so close as they try to finish this one off. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the